The Bible is full of all kinds of encouraging and comforting words. And I'd just like to read just a couple of verses for you in Psalms 145, verse 13 to 16. Says this: "The Lord, or Yahweh, is trustworthy in all his promises and faithful in all he does. Yahweh upholds all who fall and lifts up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look to you, and you give them their food at the proper time. You open your hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing." And it's the particular verse 16, that Yahweh, it's almost like he has a fist, and what he does, he opens his hand and he satisfies the desires of every living thing. Let's just think for a minute of every living thing. You have all kinds of animals, but I go to probably the smallest little creature that we have, one of the smallest anyway, of the ant. How they accumulate all their food throughout the summertime and then gather it together in store for the winter, when they will be struggling with trying to find food. And if you got a magnifying glass and you looked through that magnifying glass, you would see almost an army of ants providing, and each of them passing the little bit of morsel of food to the next person and gathering that up to feed them. And then let's just think about the birds of the air. You know, Yahweh provided people like you and I who just do bird trays with seeds in, and they don't think about where their food's coming from. It is naturally provided. And then just think for a moment, they're just two illustrations, but what about us as humans? Yahweh created us as the pinnacle, the best thing he made. He made the stars and the skies and the land and the sea and all the animals, and he said that they were good. Oh, but when it came to looking at me and you, he said we were very good. They were the best of his creation. Yahweh, being so great, thinks of us and is important to him. And let's just think about that word satisfy. So I love to go out to eat. I'm sure you do too. At the moment, we're in a bit of a lockdown. All the restaurants are shut, and every sort of takeaway that we sort of used to go to is not available to us at the moment. But I'm reminding myself of the dining experience and how wonderful that is. And you enjoy your first course. And let's skip through the courses, because I love when I get to the sweet, because that is the best bit ever. And if on the menu there is cheesecake, then you know that I'm going to be choosing the cheesecake for my sweet, for my pudding. And then I'm going to ask the waitress if she's got a small pot of fresh cream that's going to be poured all over my cheesecake. And when that comes and I taste that first morsel of cheesecake, oh, it's almost heaven. But when I finish the entire course, oh my goodness, I am truly satisfied, and my dining experience has been amazing. Think about that then, that Yahweh says that he satisfies every living thing. Who is Yahweh? The creator of the universe, the creator of the world, the highest of all gods, the supreme being. And he is interested in you, and he's interested in me. Wow, that's amazing. And so I'm asking you right now just to think about what do you need from the creator of the world? Because if he satisfies the ants, the birds of the air, then I am 100% certain he can satisfy you and meet your need. So in this lockdown period at the moment, let me ask you, are you seeking for someone to love you. Because I can tell you right now that the creator of the world, Yahweh, or God that you might know him, he sent his son to die for you because he loves you like no one else. His love is the greatest thing ever and can meet your need. So are you lonely at the moment? Are you alone? The Bible tells us that he, Yahweh, God, will never leave you or forsake you. He has promised to be with you always. And are you feeling a little insecure, a little bit like you need some security at the moment? Our world and the economy is billions of pounds in debt as we've gone through this crisis of COVID-19. And goodness knows when we are going to be able to recover from that. Years from now, when we look back, we can say this is how we recovered. But there is a sense of people's insecurities at the moment. Is your finances an issue right now? I want to say to you that the creator of the world, the Almighty, is interested in your finances. And he says something else in the Bible. It says this: don't worry about what you should eat or what you should drink or what you should wear, because I look after the birds of the air, and you and I are more important to the creator of the world. And if he provides for them, he's going to provide for us. So I want to say to you, don't worry, because the creator of the universe, he knows how to provide for you. So as I close this short thought to you today, I want to ask you, do you know that the creator of the world, Yahweh, he can satisfy your need? He can meet your need 100% with the cheesecake and everything. He can satisfy your need. All you need to do is to know today that he is never a disappointment. So why don't you try him today and see for yourself?